So, not much to say here. Yep, this is recording, right? Yeah. Damn, now I can't alt tab when nothing happens in mission 1 when I'm VT. Actually, I can alt tab, it'll just be in the video, and it will be a really low quality video. And I'm committed to increasing the quality of my videos. So I'll just make it flash. Does this make your eyes hurt? What am I doing? Haha, haha, ha 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 ha. Okay, I'll stop. Okay, I don't think I should fuck with that. Oh my god, this video is so boring. I am not even watching the video and I'm bored. Just set the speed to like 2 times until something interesting happens. Oh yeah. So I was so focused on making people vote that I forgot to explain my mission 2 pick. So I picked my mission 2 because looking at mission 1, well, I got rezzed by a lot of people. The only person who didn't pick me was Kaiser, so I can put a question mark on him. Question mark. Yeah. And so Liminati and Skies weren't picked by anyone. Like I picked Skies, but that doesn't count because I know I'm VT. Um, so for that reason, I kind of wanted to, and I just tend to avoid mission 1 because if the standard is doing mission 1 plus 1, it doesn't give info. So if I avoid Lim and Skies, that means I have to pick among left 4. And since Skies didn't pick me, the possibility is Mayor and Kith. Ch- 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 Chthonic, and that's a decent team, quote unquote, because Mayor offset Kaiser and me. So if I pick Mayor, I would have want to avoid Kaiser. Um, that video was honest. Not that video. Sorry, that mission was probably clean. Like maybe 70%, I would say. Um, actually, let me think. Honestly, not much info actually. I shouldn't be so quick to auto res mission 2. Lim and Mayor both can easily float to hide. Let me think of the possibilities. Do they double float? Possibly to try and unmerlin me when I support it, the repick or something. Um, a double float as in both Mayor and Lim are spies. But what about Mayor? Mayor spy Lim res means that Mayor just didn't have to pick mission 1 because I didn't even pick it. He could just fail something that wasn't mission 1. He could have easily failed mission 1 then it looked like that I didn't pick it, so he wouldn't. Maybe he's Morg. I did tell him as Morg in a previous game to float mission 2. Um, what's Sky's doing? Is Sky spy with Kaiser? Honestly, so if Lim is solo spy, would he float 2 missions? And that would mean Mayor probably isn't Merlin if mission 1 was dirty. If mission 1 was dirty, Mayor's not Merlin. Skies could be Merlin, just picking mission 1.1. Then Chthonic probably isn't Merlin either. So the Merlin would be in Kaiser and Skies if Lim was a spy. So if I don't anti, this could be good. But Chthonic picked me mission 1. This would just basically means Skies Merlin. Who the fuck with that pick? I mean, that could have been. Well, 2 people on team are excusing it, so if that was dirty as fuck. So Mayor doesn't like Kaiser. Mayor apt Skies. Um, Kaiser also didn't pick mission 1, so Kai might have just picked Mayor on his res, so this could also be clean. So basically I'm choosing between Skies and Kaiser if I want to pick Mayor and not pick Lim. Um, Skies didn't get pick mission 1, but if these 4 are res, then none of them really got the chance to. Mayor, yeah, Mayor did the off pick. If Skies is, yeah, no, but if Mayor's Merlin, yeah, if Mayor's Merlin, no, the Mayor's not Merlin, so his option 1 off pick then has no berry. Maybe he's Percy and sees 2 VTs. I'll go with this. Um, maybe I should have added Kaiser. Skies' mission 3 was not a good mission 3, and Kaiser actually tried to chat, so that's plus points for him. Actually, ideally, it goes around so I get mission 5 hammer, but then if Chthonic gets to hammer mission 4, it might be an undesirable mission 2. Like, I mean, he might not repick mission 2. And if he picks Dirty, do I just spy him? I mean, I'm actually fine with this. Yeah, maybe Chthonics Merlin and this is just clean. That's also possible. I mean, or Chthonics not Merlin, or Mayor could be Merlin with this clean. Or Lim is Merlin. Yeah, actually, this is a lot of Merlins. I'm fine with this because, okay, so Lim doesn't like that. Whatever. There's no fail. Everything I've said so far is mainly conjecture. Could Chthonic be the solo spy of Anchor Shape team? Anchor Shape would be anti-Kaiser Lim. Um, I mean, I'm not sure if Chthonic is a regular, so I don't know if he knows the rule of mission 2 equals mission 4. Okay, this is one of my teams. Um, it could be clean. Let's see what happens. If th if this fails, so Chthonic accuses Kaiser. I'm gonna laugh if this succeeds. I mean, Lim rejected, so it might just succeed. No, okay. So Chthonic apparently knows stuff. You know what? I'm just gonna let Chthonic hammer, and because he basically already, if he's Merlin, he's got a kind of a bad. I'm not gonna on-reg mission 2. Yeah, this is probably clean. Okay, all of conjecture in mission 3 for nothing. Um, but the good thing is it doesn't remove my Merlin candidacy because because even if mission 2 is clean, the spies know that I could just be trying to. Honestly, I think Lim is Merlin. Chthonic is Percy, who saw 3 VTs on the mission 2 with him, and he just spied Kaiser because he spies like that. Like, if he's Merlin, that's a great play spying Kaiser. If he's Percival, he doesn't really have a place in spying Kaiser for that pick. Maybe he spied for other chat reasons that I didn't pick up on. But yeah, just to make sure, like a lot of you guys do this, like just because someone picks a team that you really don't like doesn't mean you spy them. Like people like Basem, I've seen like just spy a VT for picking a team with 3 VTs or Strad, like in a 6 player. It's like an actual VT wouldn't know which team is good, or they might just be picking on their own. You can't just spy a team. You can't just spy someone for picking a team that gives no info to Percy. Like just deal with it. If I fail a mission, if I get Delta Team as Percy, and that gives me no information, just deal with it. If you say something, you're getting Merlin shot more because you have to remember that winning the res game is an and requirement. You have to both win missions and assassination. You can't just throw attention because your missions got harder, because and ruin your assassinations even further. It's like your missions got harder. No need to make assassination even worse for you guys either. I mean, yeah, I did pick off mission 1, but my pick was clean. So Mayor can be Merlin. So I don't really care to conjecture who's Merlin. There's not really a point. No matter what I conjecture, I'm very unlikely going to talk about it. Um, like as in talk about it in game chat. So I'm just kind of reassessing the game here. So yeah, basically, if mission 2 succeeds, in mission 3, it's almost always better to not do mission 2 plus 1, unless it was very obviously off-apt or like some people are acting really weird. Because it's like, if mission 2 is dirty, you don't on Merlin. If mission 2 is clean, you also don't on Merlin. Before the first fail, and sometimes before the second fail, your goal as VT and Percy is just to pick a team that won't make you on Merlin, so you can survive into round 3. Because if you on Merlin very fast, it's very easy for Morgana or Assassin to grab onto you and just start rezzing you. And then if they're a well-balanced player like BB or I, like where we actually play the same as Morg and Merlin instead of say like, I don't know, some random noob who is vocal as Merlin and doesn't talk as Spy, doesn't talk as Morgana. So yeah, they can just grab you because you've already on Merlin, and they can grab you super confidently. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, so since your goal is to not on Merlin, you try and pick the team. Basically, conjecture all possible teams from the situation, and then try and pick a team that doesn't make you on Merlin. And you shouldn't have to worry about Merlin playing unorthodox, Basically, it's harder for it's harder for VT. Basically, just consider every person's Merlin candidacy, and if they were Merlin and they picked this, what did this mean? And then basically, you should have saw in my mission 3.3 picking process that okay, if Lim is spy and Mayor is res, then Mayor isn't Merlin. Then I see who's Merlin, and I just use. It's not that difficult. You just have to go through it. And as for if you're worried about Merlin playing unorthodox, it doesn't matter because assuming Merlin plays unorthodox and you completely miss this memo, so your results team is completely also unmerlins you. That doesn't matter because Merlin already unmerlined with an unorthodox pick. So, for example, I mean, Mayor could have picked two res as well, sure, but let's see, like I don't know. I mean, in this game is not really an example. Maybe an example would have been if I considered Mayor a spy, and Kaiser would be Merlin. Could have been Merlin on picking a spy, but I wouldn't consider that situation because like if that is the case, then Kaiser already hid, so I don't have to hide as hard. If that makes sense. Basically, if Merlin doesn't hide as hard, you don't have to hide as hard. So I play as if all Merlin is playing standard play as VT, and I will pick a team that's let standard play, which that would not unmerlin me in standard play. If it unmerlins me, that means Merlin also unmerlin, and we can just go from there because spies will be like, wait, everyone's unmerlining. Or actually, they might be honing in on Percy or VT being another Percy, another res player being a potential Merlin candidate, and they accidentally res you and the real Merlin. So who knows? This assassination is taking a while. I am running out of content to pad my video with. Honestly, honestly, like this is not really a gameplay issue, but for the first two missions, this game is kind of boring, especially when people vote slowly. Like just nothing's happening. Like people need to vote faster, and I think there should be. Of course, Face isn't here, but if Pronub's site picks up, of course there we could just do an auto vote feature where you just on app and off reg everything except for Hammer, and maybe like you can enable that. There's like a tick box to enable that, and then you can just and it resets at the start of every mission, so you have to re-enable it if you want to keep on doing that in mission 2. But I would just like enable that for mission 1 and I just look away. I pick my pick, then I look away, and then like the game doesn't waste 5 minutes of my time because Skies was too slow to vote. Honestly, why did I mean yeah, I don't know why Chthonic really spiked Kaiser. This is getting annoying. Because the thing is like I'm not trying to blame the game on Mayor here, but the thing is he knows as Merlin, if you get shot in this situation, it's kind of your fault, because I mean sure it's a standard pick, but even if you go along with the standard pick and the standard shot is to shoot you, then you've lost the game. It doesn't matter. You sometimes as Merlin maybe if you're VT you'd pick clean here, but that's not how you play the game. You play the game picking this. Oh, you play the game with intention of not being shot. You're not supposed to play the game as if you're a VT. That's completely the incorrect way to play. When you play a game, you figure out how to win, then you try and win. Not you figure out what Merlin's strategy is and somehow adhere to that strategy even when it doesn't help you win. Um, yeah. So, uh, all right. Well, that's it. Next game.